Russell Wilson and the Portland Snowhawks taking on Jalen Hurts and the LA Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Portland Snowhawks.
Set to kick off.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He'll get this to Eckler. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
That'll be a 41. Punt, 4 yards there on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. Now Wilson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 20.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, Eckler. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down, Chargers.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Reed. He's got it. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Hurts. He'll get that complete to Reed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now on 7. Chargers nothing.
Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive side, that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you're throwing it away, throw it to the sideline. Don't even try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. Now he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down, here's Hurts. And this one caught by Max Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It's Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2nd and 8 at the 39-yard.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
11 yards there, just like last play.
In our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And they will eventually get him down when he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 4 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And it's caught. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-7. fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
They go play action with Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal. It
is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. The safety Trevor Edmonds picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Completion here to Claypool. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletion sets. Again, Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 3rd. Seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Wilson will throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Johnson now returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Wilson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this offense is running away with this one. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25 yards.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now this throw caught left side. And touchdown!
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
49, Chargers 7. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll buy some time right. They'll try and run it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Los Angeles.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll find Williams on the slant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Deontay Johnson on the returns. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now, that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 21. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. They'll find Lindsey here. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On the screen, this is Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Portland.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Roughing the passer defense.
Are you serious, though?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They got 29 yards that time. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Oh, we got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 more yards there and another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Chargers.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept